Blueface and Chrisean Rock are no strangers to drama, but their latest public feud has everyone asking the same question. Is this it? Are they finally gonna call it quits for good? The couple, known for their explosive arguments and toxic relationship, has once again made headlines with yet another heated fight that played out in front of millions. But what exactly happened this time, and why does it feel like their relationship is teetering on the edge more than ever before? To understand what went down in their latest feud, we have to go back to the beginning of this fight, which, like many of their arguments, started on social media. It all began when Chrisean posted a series of cryptic messages on her Instagram, hinting at some serious problems brewing between her and Blueface. Fans were quick to notice that something was off, especially since the couple had just seemed to reconcile after their last public spat. Soon after, Blueface responded with his own set of Instagram stories, and let's just say things escalated quickly. The back and forth between them was messy, with both sides airing their grievances and throwing accusations at each other. Blueface hinted that there were trust issues and questioned Chrisean's loyalty, while Chrisean accused Blueface of not respecting her and crossing lines in their relationship. It wasn't long before fans started chiming in, and the entire situation snowballed into yet another very public argument. But what makes this fight different from all their previous ones? Well, for starters, the intensity of the argument seemed to reach new levels. Chrisean went live on Instagram at one point, breaking down in tears while explaining her side of the story. She talked about feeling disrespected and hurt by Blueface's actions, leading fans to believe that this might be the last straw for her. Blueface, on the other hand, seemed more unapologetic than ever, doubling down on his comments and even mocking Chrisean's emotional response. What got people talking, though, was how both of them hinted at a potential breakup. Blueface made several cryptic comments suggesting that maybe it was time to move on, while Chrisean's emotional live stream had fans speculating that she might finally walk away from the toxic relationship. Both of them seemed exhausted from the constant drama, and their posts gave off the vibe that this fight wasn't just another temporary blow-up. Of course, this isn't the first time Blueface and Chrisean have had a public argument, and it's not even the first time fans have thought that they might break up for good. Their relationship has always been a roller coaster, with intense highs and even more intense lows. But this latest feud feels different. It feels more final, more raw, and more damaging than the ones before. Could this be the end of their turbulent romance? As fans continue to speculate, one thing is clear. This latest fight has pushed Blueface and Chrisean to a new breaking point. Whether or not they'll reconcile like they always have in the past remains to be seen. But for now, the internet is watching closely, waiting to see if this feud is one that finally causes them to part ways for good. When it comes to Blueface and Chrisean Rock, one question is on everyone's mind. Why is their relationship so explosive? The public has seen them argue, fight, and reconcile more times than they can count, and yet they always seem to circle back to the same toxic dynamic. So what exactly is it that keeps them stuck in this cycle of chaos? At the heart of their issues are some major red flags: trust, jealousy, and a power struggle that plays out in front of millions of people. Blueface and Chrisean's relationship has always been volatile, with both of them constantly pushing each other's buttons. For Blueface, there seems to be a need for control, while Chrisean often reacts emotionally when she feels disrespected or sidelined. This mix of personalities has led to their highly publicized blow-ups, with neither party willing to back down. It's not just their personalities clashing. There's also a deep-rooted sense of insecurity on both sides. Jealousy has been a recurring theme in their fights, with accusations flying back and forth about cheating, disloyalty, and hidden agendas. Blueface, in particular, has often hinted that he doesn't fully trust Chrisean, making vague comments about her loyalty, while Chrisean has repeatedly accused him of disrespecting her and crossing boundaries. These trust issues seem to be at the core of their constant conflict, fueling their fiery arguments. And let's not forget about social media. For this couple, social media isn't just a place to post selfies or promote music. It's where their relationship drama unfolds in real time. Almost every argument they have ended up on Instagram, Twitter, or even live streams, with both Blueface and Chrisean using their platforms to air their grievances. Whether it's cryptic posts, not-so-subtle jabs, or full-blown rants, their private fights become public spectacles, feeding into the cycle of drama. The constant back and forth on social media has only intensified the toxicity of their relationship. Instead of handling things privately, they engage with their fans, fueling the fire and turning their arguments into entertainment. The public becomes involved, taking sides, offering advice, and sometimes even egging them on. This outside involvement only makes things worse, as both Blueface and Chrisean seem to thrive on the attention, even if it's negative. It's almost like the more public their fights are, the more validation they seek from their followers. This pattern, arguing, going public, and then reconciling, has become the norm for them. And while it may seem unsustainable, they've managed to keep this explosive dynamic going for a while now. But it begs the question, is this just who they are as a couple? Or is it a sign that they're fundamentally incompatible? For many fans and critics, the answer is clear. The constant drama, the trust issues, and the public displays of dysfunction suggest that Blueface and Chrisean are trapped in a toxic cycle that's only getting worse. But for now, they continue to ride the highs and lows of their relationship, leaving everyone wondering how long this explosive dynamic can last before it all comes crashing down. Now that their latest feud has made headlines, everyone's asking, is this the end for Blueface and Chrisean Rock? While their relationship has always been a roller coaster ride, this latest argument seems to have pushed them closer to the edge than ever before. With both Blueface and Chrisean hinting that they might be ready to walk away, fans and media are left speculating. Could this be the final chapter in their chaotic love story? The public's reactions have been mixed, as usual. Some fans are rooting for them to break free from the toxic cycle, believing that both Blueface and Chrisean deserve better. Others are convinced they'll reconcile yet again, pointing out that their relationship has survived countless explosive fights in the past. And of course, there's always that group of spectators who see this as just another episode in the ongoing saga of their drama-filled romance. So, what's next for Blueface and Chrisean? Well, if history has taught us anything, it's that these two tend to thrive on the highs and lows of their relationship. But with tensions running higher than ever, there's a very real possibility that this time they might not be able to come back from the damage. Whether or not they reconcile, one thing is clear. Their relationship, for better or worse, has captured the public's attention like no other. But will this feud finally be the one that breaks them? Only time will tell. Fans are keeping a close eye on their social media accounts, waiting to see what happens next. Will they patch things up again, or are they finally heading for a permanent breakup? The stakes feel higher this time, and the public is more invested than ever in the outcome. If you want to stay updated on the latest developments in Blueface and Chrisean's explosive relationship and all the other wild celebrity dramas happening right now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for true celebrity stories. We're bringing you all the juicy updates as they happen, and trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next.